AREF on those things?
I'll give you the first two and then it'll be the presentation after those two,
I
okay?
think Nancy's not gonna play volleyball again this year because she's got that torn thing. So if that's the case. They were actually.
Cool.
Good to see her. Yeah. Sweet.
Is it 59?
59,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh,
They
you've
have the
got it.
clock there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Talk to counselors.
Okay, so we have 7 o'clock.
Okay,
So
I'd like to call the meeting to order and welcome everybody to our meeting this evening. Moved by Councillor Corbett, seconded by Councillor Clark, that this meeting be open at 7 p.m. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councillor Clark, seconded by Councillor Corbett, that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held March 14th, 2023 be adopted as circulated. All in favor? Carried. Any disclosure of pecuniary interest? Okay. Next, we have presentations and delegation. I'd like to welcome Tanya Belanger and Dr. Williams from the Mattawa Physician Recruitment in Mattawa at the Mattawa Hospital. And they're going to give us some information and make a presentation tonight to let us know what this is all about. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes.
You want me up there with you?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Two hands.
Yeah, exactly. My name is Brian Williams. I've been a doctor in Mattawa for 30 years, and I was recruited through the physician recruitment back then when it was less formal, just to give you an idea how long this has been going on. Back then, it was more through the government. There was a Northern Ontario Under Service program or those kind of things, but they had them. I'm a northern boy. I was born in North Bay and raised in the Sioux and Wawa. So I was coming up here. I didn't even know about the program. A friend told me about it, and I was a year late. Anyway, there was an incentive to help you through school, and then once you got here, there was incentives. That has continued all along. Okay, and now the government doesn't do the incentives prior, and municipalities have to help in any way they can. And it's interesting to see what is out there. Every municipal, when we go to these recruitment tours and you have numerous booths, shall we say, of every community. So Mattawa will have a booth and you walk up and what are you offering? And everybody, the amount of money that's available is ridiculous. And recently we just heard there was a place in Southern Ontario offering over $200,000 for a doctor and still can't find them. So we have decided it is not the money that's going to attract people as much as what we have to offer as a small community hospital, which we take a lot of pride in. We have the money because of the generous donations of communities over the years. We stopped for a while because we had such a good complement. We had 4 doctors for 30 years, essentially. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we didn't need anybody. And we were spoiled, shall we say. Then we started realizing we need more, got back on that bandwagon, but there's only so much money. Okay. And in order to recruit physicians, you need money. It's not where we want to be. It's just the way it is. It's the landscape that we are in. We had Health Force Ontario come to our meeting last week by Zoom to talk about the landscape and the physician recruitment that is, how bad it is, okay, and how scarce it is to find doctors and how difficult it is. That being said, just to make this as brief as possible for you, we've been extremely successful. We have signed 2 physicians with an intent to come. We are helping them through medical school, and they intend to come to Mattawa and in fact assign a 4-year commitment to come to Mattawa at least. Okay, is what we're hoping. We have a third that's on the, this close to signing, shall we say. We just have to, it's a money issue that we have to, top up our money, so to speak. Regardless, we're going to do it is our intention, because we have to. And when you find young physicians that are willing to sign, it's like the pot of gold. We found 3. So our physician recruitment is incredibly successful. It doesn't end though. It will continue and continue and continue. And when I say it's successful, even with this intention, we still have this commitment to support them through their school, etc., which costs a lot of money. So that's where we are. I know we ask each of the municipalities that we serve to contribute, of which you are one, and we are asking that again.
So if I may add, in the past, Bonfield was part of the recruitment committee that we have for the Mattawa Hospital. And so this specific group initiated in about 2015, 2016. And the numbers, the contribution was determined based on the municipality and the percentage of population that uses our services. So the amount that was determined was $1,200 per year for the Bonfield area, or municipality, I should say. And then every other group has a different number, which is on the budget that I had shared with, that Lee shared with you, Neri. I don't know if everybody had seen it. Yeah. So what we're looking for now is that same number, $1,200, and a commitment, hopefully, for a 5-year term. At that point in time, we would reassess the situation, look at where we are, what physicians we have, which ones have followed through with the return of service agreement, and determine whether or not we need to continue as strongly as we are, or actively at this point in time.
Our recruitment costs are really minimal, in the sense that we don't have a full-time recruiter like a lot of municipalities do. I volunteer my time in the situations, as does Tanya. We have a manager of our family health team that has an allocation of our time towards it, but it's not a lot. We don't attend tours anymore, the recruitment tours where you set up a booth, that we found them very unsuccessful, especially with the Zoom. They mostly want to do that anyway. So our costs are minimal besides the actual cost of, and again, the financials are readily available. It's all there. It's not.
And ultimately, what would be perfect is to sign on 4 physicians to replace the 4 who will eventually retire at some point. And every return of service agreement is $100,000. That's the price tag. And it seems to be that right number that is working, because we have 2 individuals who have signed, 1 who's ready to sign if we could come up with the finance to support it, and then we would need to find that 4th.
Just a further thing, Health Force Ontario is the helps with recruitment and underserviced areas and everything. After that we find somebody and they commit to they also give 20 to 25,000 a year to the physician based on what's called a rurality index, how far they are from a major center, et cetera. So I think our number is about 21,000, give or take. But that also is an addition, just to get people, and it still is. If you talk to a lot of communities, it's still quite unsuccessful. In most places, they're really struggling with finding things. Our physicians currently, I'm the youngest, and we estimate we have 5 to 7 years left, if God willing, shall we say. But I mean, we are now in a very, very good position. If I mention, of course, this is one of our recruits who happens to be a Mattawa native who came to me. I don't know how that happened. The recruitment part was very easy there. But anyway, he came to me and said he was interested, and we did he followed me around for a number of days at the hospital and just watched what we do, and was pretty sure he'd made up his mind in a sense in some ways, but he wanted to see it. And then I said to him, go back to your school and find somebody your age, you know, just because hanging around a bunch of old guys ain't that much fun. And he did. And so maybe he should be the recruiter, I don't know. But anyway, I think, and I brought this up at our last meeting, what I said earlier about Mattawa's success is based on who we are. And you can, you know, I'm sure DJ can talk to it. When you come to the Mattawa Hospital, it's a different feel. And people like that, certain people like that, and it attracts people. And we've had more success than anybody I know, so we must be doing something right.
Yes, sir. No, it's true. There is a different feel walking in the Mattawa Hospital, walking in North. You're afraid to walk in the North Bay Hospital. You are. It's just Mattawa's home.
Thank you. Did anyone have any questions or?
No, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I'm glad you're successful with your candidates there. And we need them. We need doctors for sure in the northern areas.
Donna, do you have any questions?
No, I agree with Dan. That, you know, we definitely need to support our community, and they are part of our community.
Thank you. And
I concur.
you're good? So I will be asking staff to prepare a motion for our next council meeting to rejoin the Mattawa Physicians Recruitment.
Wonderful.
And if I may add, I have the Mattawa Hospital very dear to my heart. And when I say my heart, I mean my heart. I ended up in the Mattawa Hospital and I was airlifted to Sudbury 2 years ago and had open heart surgery. And my family certainly credits Mattawa Hospital for having saved my life. And I certainly support this in every way possible. And I would like to add that I'm very proud of all of your recruitment doctors, or recruited doctors, I should say, and in training, and especially DJ. His mom lives in our community, and I know that she is very proud also. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
for the
you.
time.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Just email.
Okay, thank you.
Nope, she can
Okay.
continue on with the agenda.
Okay, so the next meeting will have a motion.
I will
for
have a
that?
motion, yes. I will work
Okay.
with Tanya and get the required documents and have a motion prepared for council to rejoin the physician recruitment program.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, DJ.
Thank you all very much.
Very proud of you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Next, we have minutes and reports from municipal committee and boards. Planning advisory, Jason?
No, we haven't had a meeting, but but I will say that we have an open house for our official plan coming up on Thursday, April 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. It's a drop-in, so we encourage everybody from the community to attend the Bonfield Community Center and come on out and have a conversation with. I'm sure several councils will be there, as well as our consultants, and some of our senior staff will be there as well. So please come out and share your thoughts as to some of your vision for the future of Bonfield and how we should be organizing some of our municipalities. So
Thank you, Councillor Corbett.
thank you, Your Worship.
Fire Department?
We have a special meeting of the committee next Tuesday at 6 o'clock and a regular meeting scheduled April 25th.
April,
25th.
okay.
So we have two within the next month.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Well, thank you, Counselor.
I like Steve.
Recreation and fitness.
We have a meeting scheduled next Monday night.
Okay. Counselor Clark.
Oh, yeah, we have a meeting scheduled next Monday night.
Okay. Police Services Board. That's my board. And we did have a meeting. We passed our budget to have it go back to the CAO, and we'll, if we have to amend it or what happens along the way, but and we did get a report. Quit that. And we did get a report from the police, the OPP, and I'm sorry I didn't bring it with me, but I can share it with council. And if you wish me to make you copies, I'll do that. There is a conference coming up, I believe it is in May. We did put funding in there for 3 members. It would be myself, and the vice chair is Mark Vancor, and we're trying to get the provincial representative approved. If not, there would be a possibility for our secretary to go as well. Emergency management, I have to put it on. Alan, do you have?
Just one small item. The emergency response plan is now available on our website for everyone to see. So if you want to click and read it, it's there for everyone to see. Thank you.
Thank you. Public Works Manager Carr. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not you. It's Counselor McGinnis.
Yeah, we have a meeting next Wednesday.
Okay.
Your worship,
Phenomenally.
Your worship.
you have motions from
Okay.
Police Services Board.
You're making me hurry.
No, just sit quietly.
Moved by Counselor Corbett, seconded by Counselor Clark. Whereas the Township of Bonfield Police Services Board has recommended to council to accept the 2023 Police Services Board budget as submitted, be it hereby resolved that council refers this budget to the General Government and Finance Committee. All in favor? Carried. Whoops, I need to.
Okay.
Moved by Counselor Clark, seconded by Counselor Corbett, that council accepts the Township of Bonfield Police Services Board schedule of meetings for the year 2023. And I just want to mention that the secretary put 6 meetings in. We're only required to have 4 as per our agreement. That way, if we have to cancel a meeting or move it, then at least we have the meeting schedule. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Counselor Corbett, seconded by Counselor Clark. Whereas the Police Services Board recommends that Neri Paquette and Mark Vancor be approved to attend the Ontario Association of Police Services Boards 2023 OAPSB Spring Conference and AGM at the Marriott on the Falls in Niagara Falls, held May 30th to June 1st, 2023, and that all expenses be paid as set out by the Council of the Corporation of the Township of Bonfield. Be it hereby resolved that council approves of this recommendation. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Counselor Featherstone, seconded by Counselor Corbett. Whereas the Township of Bonfield Police Services Board has recommended to council that they approve an amount of $5,000 so that the board can conduct business as usual until the 2023 budget process has been completed. Be it hereby resolved that council approves of this recommendation. All in favor? Carried. Now we can move on to the next. Reports from non-municipal committees and boards, and there's nothing from FNOM. And then next we have Councillor Featherstone, the North Bay Mattawa Conservation Authority.
Next meeting is scheduled for tomorrow.
No, for when? Tomorrow? Yeah. Council Home, no. And Bonfield Nonprofit Seniors Housing, Councillor Clark.
Yes, we had a fabulous meeting with the brilliant people at the Nonprofit Seniors Housing. It was very productive. We are working on an occupancy date, and as soon as that is finalized, it will be sent out to interested parties. We're also working on an application process and application information, just a lot of information about what's going on. And again, when that is finalized, it will be distributed. I would just like to give a shout out to our staff, Manager Green and Manager Carr, and our Deputy Clerk for just giving excellent customer service in for this project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any notice of motion?
None for this
Nothing?
meeting.
No introduction and consideration of bylaws?
Nope.
Disbursement. Moved by Councillor Corbett, seconded by Councillor Featherstone. The council approves the general accounts for the Township of Bonfield as indicated in the disbursement report dated March 28, 2023 in the amount of $297,203.05. All in favor? Carried. Next, we have correspondence and information. Went through this pretty fast. Sorry. Moved by Councillor Featherstone, seconded by Councillor Corbett. The council refers the 2023 North Bay Mattawa Conservation Authority levy to the General Government Committee. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councillor Corbett, second by Councillor Featherstone. Whereas the Bonfield Agricultural Society has requested council's consideration for a sponsorship for their annual fall fair to be held August 12th and 13th, 2023. Be it hereby resolved that council approves. Does anyone have an amount for me? What was, did we generate?
I believe last year was $150.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
You good with that? Approves $150 sponsorship to be used towards their youth activities program. All in favor? Carried. And the next we have the report from the Deputy Clerk Treasurer, Security Auditors Report. Moved by Councillor McGuinness, seconded by Councillor Featherstone. The council accepts the security audit report as information. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councillor Featherstone, seconded by Councillor McGuinness. Whereas the Bonfield and District Lions Club is requesting the use of the Township Public Works Garage site for overflow parking and any available picnic tables for their 19th annual ATV fundraiser and poker run, May 13, 2023. Be it hereby resolved that council approves of these requests and refers them to the Public Works Department. All in favor? Carried. Next, we have a report from the Deputy Clerk Treasurer, read the insurance liability. And it's moved by Councillor Featherstone, seconded by Councillor McGuinness, that council approves the additional liability coverage to its insurance policy to cover all events carried out by the Township of Bonfield at an additional cost of $1,848 annually. Any question? Carried.
Guess we don't vote on that one.
Next, we have for the City of Cambridge, motion of asking for a motion of support for barriers for women in politics.
I have prepared a motion. If council wishes to entertain it, we can do that tonight instead of postponing to the next
Okay.
meeting.
Oh,
It's a novel.
it's a long one. Moved by Councillor McGuinness, seconded by Councillor Featherstone. Whereas the Township of Bonfield values respect, integrity, equity, inclusivity, and service in all areas of life, including politics. Whereas women have historically been underrepresented in politics and continue to face barriers and discrimination in their pursuit of elected office. Where misogyny and harassment have been identified as significant challenges for women in politics, both in Canada and around the world. Whereas the Township of Bonfield believes that all individuals have a right to participate in a political environment that is free of discrimination, harassment, and misogyny. Therefore, be resolved that the Township of Bonfield expresses its support for women in politics and their right to participate in a political environment that is free from misogyny and harassment and where everyone feels equitable. Be it further resolved that the Township of Bonfield commits to taking steps to ensure that our political environment is inclusive and welcoming to all individuals regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, why can I not say this word? Ethnic, religion, sexual orientation, and other identity factors. Be it hereby resolved that the Township of Bonfield joins the Town of Grimsby and City of Cambridge in encouraging other municipalities in Ontario and across Canada to join us in supporting women in politics and promoting gender equity in all areas of society. Do I sign that somewhere?
On that one, there shouldn't be a carried.
Still be it further resolved.
This one here?
You have to keep reading and then.
Oh. So this one is attached to this one.
Yes, it's
Okay.
2 pages.
Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be sent to all Ontario municipalities for endorsement. The Premier of Ontario, the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, Nipissing's MP and MPP, and the Association of Municipalities of Ontario to express the Township of Bonfield's commitment to this issue and encourage action at the provincial level to create legislation to ensure equity, safety, and security. Any comment? I would like to comment that I don't think that we have experienced that in our municipality. And I'm grateful for our constituents and the area that we live in.
Mhm.
All in favor? Carried. Okay, the next one is the proposed amendments to Public Land Act. Is that,
It's information only and it's an update to the last.
to the last one? Okay.
Yes.
And then we have the Ombudsman Ontario Open Meeting Guideline for Municipalities. That's, we each received one of these booklets and we all have to read it, right? Okay. Okay, next we have an in-camera session. So
If I may interject, we're going to postpone the in-camera session. We have 2 unfinished business items, and after that, CAO Celentano will take over for the in-camera session and finish off
Okay.
the meeting.
So the Township of Howick, motion of support re-Ontario school board elections. Moved by Councillor McGinnis, seconded by Councillor Featherstone. Whereas council received the attached motion in relation to school board elections, therefore be it resolved that the council of the Township of Bonfield endorses and supports the motion made by council of the Township of Howick regarding school board elections. And further, be it resolved that a copy of this motion be sent to the Honorable Stephen Lisi, Minister of Education, MPP Victor Fedeli, Association of Municipalities of Ontario, Federation of Northern Ontario Municipalities, and the town of Petrolia. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councillor McGinnis, seconded by Councillor Featherstone, that the council of the Township of Bonfield supports the North Bay Parry Sound District Health Unit's call for the province of Ontario to increase social assistance rates to reflect the cost of living and to index Ontario Works rates to inflation going forward. And that a copy of this motion be sent to Ontario Boards of Health, Victor Fedeli, MPP, Nipissing, Graydon Smith, MPP, Parry Sound, Muskoka, John Fanthoff, MPP, Temiskaming Cochrane, the Honorable Doug Ford, Premier, the Honorable Mary Lee Fullerton, Minister of Children, Community and Social Services, the Honorable Sylvia Jones, Minister of Health, and the Association of Local Public Health Agencies, ALPHA, MP Anthony Rhoda, MP Scott Aitchison, MP Mark Seri, the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, ANO, and the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, FCM, and North Bay Parry Sound District Health Unit. All in favor? Carried. Oh, sorry. Took your job.
Just to advise everyone, I will stop the YouTube live. Yes.
May I just speak to council for one moment? Just because in disbursements, you don't really get to see our revenues. And I just want to add that we finished our plantation project and our estimated revenue is going to be 28,000. Some of the trees were resurveyed once they arrived there. And we actually brought in 37,000. So the project's complete. I just wanted to add that to the meeting. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Councillor Clark, if I happen to disconnect you, just sign back on and I'll readmit you. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. No, we're going in camera.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck, DJ.
Yeah, good luck.
Jack, can I just,
Sorry?
I just want to make sure I stop the YouTube.
Yeah. I just want to say, it's nice to come to a meeting and be able to smile and laugh. Super.
With us, right? With us. Yeah.
Oh, forgot.
Oh,
Okay,
don't do
Donna, I'll
that.
just get you to sign back on, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm not sure if the